Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the podcast. I am here with Lucy, also known as Emily. We keep her around just because. I am also here with Loki, or Doubting Lion, in this case.
You're not gonna see our Discord
very
names,
interesting
by the way.
individual.
That is true.
I'm also here
they're
with
gonna see your Discord
Ava,
names.
also known as that space child. She
Ooh.
loves
I guess-
to
Yeah.
cause mischief a lot. Very mischievous child she is. Then we're here
I think
with
it's the wrong
Chris,
person.
the also known as the handsome, and he
Nobody
is
knows how to say it correctly. Great.
yeah yeah no one does. And he is our he's here. That's all I really
you're
can
our host
say.
today, Bucko. You're our host today.
And I am today's host, against my better judgment. But we will see how this goes. That's kind of forced into this, but I mean, it is what it is.
Better judgment.
Against my better judgment, but yeah. So I am Max, also known as Funkier Cap 91527, and we are hosting another episode. So, what is on everyone's docket today?
Well, you're our host.
You're the host.
Yeah, that is true. You are the host. You should start us off.
Okay, well, let's start with a. I don't want to get political, so we're not going to go political.
Were you tempted to talk about the Palestine-Israel crisis?
No, I mean, it is what it is. I would say it's nothing new, but in my opinion, it's nothing new because, I mean, the conflict, technically the conflict, they've been launching missiles, granted, but conflict's been going on for a long time. So they have always had tension. So in my opinion, it was bound to happen.
all the way back to the Old Testament.
Yes. Name des Vaters und des Sohnes und des Heiligen Geistes. Amen.
I'm not subtitling you, bud. Stop.
I'm not subtitling.
I'm not. I don't care enough to subtitle your German.
Warum?
You know why. You know why.
Yeah. Tactical. Aber we are here today. So let's start out with let's start out with
let's start out with
where we go.
Sentence.
Why don't we do physical and mental health?
That's fine.
Okay, Freud. You're first, I guess. Or do you? I don't know. Yeah.
Me, or do you want Ava?
What?
No? Okay.
I'm
So
confused.
let's talk mental first. We can go into physical.
Okay.
I would say, what is everyone's opinion on depression?
What the fuck? Why did we let him host?
You're asking
Why?
people who have depression.
He's
You
turned this into a therapy.
You know, America was built on equality. Apparently, this Discord server was not.
Well,
Why did we let him host?
I don't know.
Depression, asking people who have depression.
Well, let's just say I know someone that has very radical views about depression. And it's very
What? They think
interesting.
that's good?
Well, no, let's just say they don't believe in it.
Is it your brother?
But yeah. So
What
it's
is
a
it,
very
Andrew
interesting conversation.
Tate?
Depression is a
We
mindset.
don't
It is
mention
not
his name
existent
here.
in our world. You are letting just neurons. He speaks like he has so much intelligence when he has
I
like
don't even know what's
two
I don't even know
IQ.
what's happening with that man. He's been
That
off the
man's
radar for a while. I know he's on
Where's he belong?
Is he okay? Is
Well, he
he
got
in
out of prison.
Yeah, because I
and
thought he
think
got out of prison.
No, because I think the charges were dropped. I don't know. I haven't followed up since the whole he went viral, but then he went off, and then he's
He
on
was
rumble, I think,
imprisoned in
right now.
Romania. He was imprisoned in Romania. I think he was found guilty. I'm not too sure on that one though.
Well,
I
I
know
don't
That
know.
changed the conversation real fast.
Jazz games brought it to light.
I don't know. But that is here nor there. That is in the past now. He can do whatever he wants. I don't care.
I'd
in my
rather if he
opinion.
didn't. I'd rather if he
I'd rather
didn't do
he
what he,
didn't
Again,
either.
whatever he
I
wants.
think making Max host was a mistake.
You wanted this. We're cycling, and I'm it today. I just said I didn't want to, but here we are, and we're gonna make the most of it.
Okay,
No.
anyway,
So,
mental health, right? Go
Yes.
explain.
We're gonna make
well,
the
first of
part.
all, we're gonna do. I mean, I was kind of combining mental health / physical health.
How
But-
is this a topic?
Yeah, but
How is
please,
this not a
Nick,
topic?
You know what?
continue.
We're gonna let her ride.
And let the train go. Okay.
Let the
I'm gonna run
man
into a
cook.
wall.
Let bro cook.
Yeah,
Shit,
not
I should not
awkward.
have let bro cook. The house is now burnt down. It smells like tis.
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you for
Ow.
No, Max, explain,
Sorry.
please.
Sorry, Ava.
Okay.
You're good.
What I wanted to say is what is um what is everyone's viewpoint specifically on depression?
It's
In
bad.
what context?
Any
Well-
context. This is the general look at depression in general. Any context. Anything you want to say.
We have talked about video games and movies, and now we're hitting
Okay,
emotional.
Emily, it doesn't matter. Let's talk about it.
I can talk about other things, but some of those things aren't the best to talk about. So
Okay, well, I'll go first then.
Yeah.
Big shocker. I have depression. I have moderate depression. What I think about it is that it sucks and it's real.
okay. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
No
Here's
problem.
my input. I went to therapy for like half a year ish, and the reason why it's half a year was I went at beginning of school year 2019. 6 months later, COVID. So it just all got shut down because of that.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was an
Well, yeah.
in-person only type situation.
Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
because not only
Yeah,
was
I
it
mean-
in-person only, but my therapist, she was from Rhode Island. She moved to Indiana. And so she was like, I want to be with my family during this time, so I have to move to Rhode Island. I'm not going to be able to really do therapy with you because it's an in-state difference type thing, I think, for lack of better terms. But
Okay.
whatever.
Mhm,
And
yeah.
so there was a thing in which she had. I took this like test for lack of better terms. What it was, and I think most therapists do this. You go in, you write down like things that you've been feeling lately or stuff like that, and then at the end they kind of determine, okay, are you like how far with depression are you, like depending on how you answer. And I was given like I think it was the lowest form of depression. I don't
Seasonal?
know. No, I'm not sad when Santa comes around, but I hear jingle bells and my brain just goes, oh no, why? Anything.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The reason
Maybe-
why I say that is because seasonal can affect your mood and also can make your depression worse. Because
Yes.
there's no direct sunlight.
Yeah, definitely.
Also,
'Cause-
my therapist didn't do that until my depression got super bad.
oh, yeah.
I went to BK's Memorial Hospital for like the kids section, whatever, or behavioral group. It's Beacon Hospital Behavioral Group. I had to take that every day, every time I had to go there.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think I got either the lowest one or like whatever is slightly above that, I guess. But that's the situation that I was in at the time. And I'll just say this, it's not fun for anybody.
No.
But yeah, nah. It was definitely a different time. I've gotten past a lot of the negatives of it because I found people that I can talk to. But yeah, for the most part, it's just like, cool, great, yay. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
depression
Mhm.
does suck.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, when I say moderate, mine's in the middle. Like, there's 2 above me and 2 below me. Many levels of depression.
As above, so below.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone else want to go?
Mm,
Emily, Loki.
I mean,
Emily, you go first.
I don't got much to say on it. I mean, I wish nobody had to go through it because it's a pain in the ass. I
Yes.
mean, I've never
Well-
been medically diagnosed, and I don't think either. I think that I have the lowest possible or nothing at all. I've definitely been
Mhm.
depressed in my life, but being depressed is different than having depression.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, like
That is a thing
long
that.
term.
Sorry.
That's seasonal depression, kinda.
Yeah, but
Well,
I mean,
there
I
are
don't,
I'm no
times.
medical expert, so
Yeah, but there
I
are
don't know if it's
times.
seasonal, but
There are times when this is something that does annoy me a lot. People will say they have depression when all they are is just sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is not the same. If you do this,
Mhm.
stop. There are people that have actual mental problems, and you're just detracting from them by just saying, I'm sad.
The depression is elongated being of depressed. Like if you're depressed for I think
Can
it's
you
like what
please say
6 months
that word
or
again?
longer. Elongated.
Elongated.
elongated. Yeah, that's a word.
Okay, I didn't hear the E at first. I thought you just said longiated. I'm like, that's not how you just turn the
Elongated.
word into long version.
But yeah, like I mean, I've had patches of being depressed here and there, and it sucks, cause I'm normally a very social person, but when I get those like pits, I tend to just hide in my room all day. And I have a therapist I talk to online. I don't go in person. But talking to her has definitely made those not happen as much. So that's pretty good. Um, but overall, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to mess with. And again, there are different levels depending on where you stand. I can't say much though, because again, I've never been medically diagnosed. I don't know, so
Why are you slowly shifting into a southerner?
shut the fuck up.
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeehaw,
yeah.
casket on the barrel and whatnots, and the Hoosiers and the State Fair corn dog.
Okay, I'm Midwestern Southern. There's a difference though.
We
We
love
all are.
fried. We love the fried butter stick. You can't get enough of that.
I've actually
Yeah.
never had that.
Me neither.
Mhm.
It's just a meme at this point.
It's gonna clog
You
your
I
arteries.
have
It's
had.
literally asking. It's just it's like diabetes. It's a, I mean,
Man,
Mm,
if there's any food that if I saw a person eat and my first thought was they're going to die if they go on any roller coaster, that is the food. Just deep fried butter stick.
Yeah,
yeah.
don't eat deep
that
fried butter,
doesn't sound
please.
good.
Don't Here's a better idea. Use butter as an ingredient, not as a thing to just consume. I think that just saved 15 people.
Don't just
Yeah.
consume butter, please.
But it tastes good.
Dear
When
Lord.
I was little, I used
Butter.
to like get into like since I love, I still do, but not as much. I used to get into a sprinkle cabinet and just this one time I just ate and devoured a whole container of like
I'm,
Greek,
I'm imagining Ava, like baby Ava, in a tub full of sprinkles, just like yum, hum.
Just eating one by one.
This was when I was
Nah,
like
by the fistful. So like 5 by 5.
You think she'd only hold 5?
When she was a little baby.
no, this was when I was like 9 or 10.
Oh, never mind then. I was giving you the way out. You could have just said I was like 2. To be like, yeah, okay, that's something, but I mean
Nah,
that's baby.
fifth grade Ava was eating sprinkles.
It was good,
She
okay?
was sneaking into the pantry at midnight to get some rainbow sprinkles, like it's a drug
yeah.
addict in her
Yeah.
local fix.
Look,
I need to get more
don't touch
fixes.
until you
She
try it.
snorts. She crushes up the sprinkles like cocaine. Just oh yeah.
I don't think she
Oh,
did that, Max.
What
probably
the?
not, but it's funny.
Actually,
It's funny. It's
that
funny to
does
visualize it.
that does remind me. Y'all ever crush up Smarties?
Oh God. Okay.
No. I
On
mean, do you
that
count
on that
chewing?
note, on that note, I did know someone in middle school. We were in the
Yeah, we all
boys' locker room, and there was a whiteboard in there, and you usually have like that black, not the metal kind of like triangle thing that sticks out. You usually put the markers on, like right below the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what he did is
What happened?
he had a pack of Smarties. So it's like everyone was
Starting
like
off
he was
great.
he went over there, opened it up, and started crushing them, and everyone was confused, like, "Wait, what you doing?" Then he
What you
and he
say?
snorted them.
Yeah.
Yep, he
That was a
snorted.
common occurrence in my grade school.
I
That
Oh
mean,
yeah.
crushed up Takis as well was a thing.
Oh,
I feel like most
crushed
of the time that
Takis?
was as. Oh wait, yeah, now that's
Kids are
pain.
stupid.
That
Oh no,
hurts.
I know a worse one. I know someone that did it with salt.
Ow!
I heard a story
My
about how
nasal cavity just
this
got
one
shot.
dude this one dude and his friend used cayenne pepper.
Oh, no, bitte, nine, bitte.
He didn't smell anything but colors after that day.
He said his sinuses were clear for a full month.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
fucking
doubt he
hope
could
so.
I
smell
wonder
anything
why.
though. I don't think he had a scent. I think he was just. Ugh. Ow.
Yeah, but it was very common to crush up like Smarties and Takis and shit in my school.
What are the new
Why?
trends nowadays in schools? That's my question.
I mean,
Drugs,
Stealing toilets
furry conventions.
well,
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
far we
in the
have.
bathroom.
We have the trans community going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. That way, this video doesn't get taken down by YouTube because of quote
Well,
unquote.
I'm not.
hate speech, I
I'm
guess.
saying for the record, I'm not against them. Okay, You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Just
My
don't
thing is
involve
just
me.
don't force it down my throat. That's the only thing. It's the only thing I don't like.
You'd
Other than
think
that,
that's a normal thing to say anymore, but shockingly enough,
Yeah.
for as much as we
but other
want
than
to call
that,
it normal,
I don't care. Okay, if you want to do it, go ahead. I don't care. I'll support you. That's my motto. That's on that issue.
I'll
Or
support
that
you
not
verbally,
issue, but political.
not financially.
Yeah, on the political climate side of that. But yes, moving on. Let's we're gonna take a little segment from another podcast that I know, and we're going
What's the
to
podcast?
Cool. We're
look at
stealing
news. Well, no, we're stealing we're borrowing the idea
Oh, we're just
from
We're
another
also just
Wait,
straight up
okay,
stealing the idea.
Okay, what is
from a
the idea?
reputable. So basically, the idea is called a cruise the internet. That's literally word for word what they call it. And really, all this segment is where they cruise the internet, look for 3 articles, and talk about it.
Wonder how they got that idea. I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
can
so
look
we're
across
gonna
the
change
internet.
it to cruise the news. So
You just
So
you can just say
made
that you
a
looked at the news,
worse-
bud. I got some great news for you. You can just say you read the newspaper. Like it's crazy, I know.
So Max,
So,
what you're
yes.
saying is we're doing a worse idea.
yes, yes,
We're
yes, we are.
geniuses. We're gonna make so much money.
Because what's the name of the podcast?
It's
Unfiltered insanity.
uncensored insanity.
Loki, I know you keep on
Loki.
trying to do it, but no. But yes,
Loki is
so
belligerent
it
and
fits
makes
the bill.
unfiltered.
So all I did was go to the internet and looked up world news, and I clicked on the news section, and this is the first thing that popped up. U.S. China needs comprehensive dialogue to stabilize ties. China's Wong says.
Why are we reading the news?
Yeah, it's a better
I got
question.
nothing else.
That's a good question. honestly.
over
I got
over
nothing else.
literal
Okay.
months of just not
Can
being
we-
the host.
Can we
Your
Actually,
first
Michael
idea
host-
is let's read
Can we-
about
Can
China
we
and
take
the
the
United
microphone
States.
away from Max, please?
Nah, I
If
want
you want
to
to
see
go
this
ahead,
train wreck
I'm just
unfold fully.
I'm just trying to make
Look.
this. I'm trying to keep it in the faith of the name. Okay.
Listen, if you
Look,
want to talk
Emily.
about news, did you hear that 11 billion crabs went missing apparently?
What the fuck?
That
Would you
is more
stop?
news than what China's been doing.
What the
What?
hell? How do
Okay.
you lose
11
crabs?
Wait. Okay. You said 11 billion.
Yeah, with a B.
How the fuck?
Apparently, Alaska reported 11
Yo,
billion
what?
crabs have gone
Yeah,
missing.
it's right here. Okay. Why billions of snow crabs disappeared from the Bering
God.
Sea? According to PBS NewsHour. What do they say on this issue?
Oh, here we go. Sciencenews.org.
No,
That's
that's,
probably
that's a
better.
real reputable source right there, Loki.
Yeah, science. I see that too. Science News. Okay.
Independent
Wow,
journalism since
science.
1921.
Okay. According to Science News, they say in this article's title is 10 billion snow crabs have disappeared off the Alaskan coast. Here's why. So briefly stating, from 2018 to 2021, an estimated 10 billion snow crabs disappeared from the eastern Bering Sea off the coast of Alaska, with the population plummeting to record lows in 2021. Researchers had only speculated as to what happened to the missing crabs. Now, a study in the October 20th Science finds that a marine heat wave probably spurred a mass die-off, and part of causing crabs to starve. Okay,
So,
then.
from what I can tell,
word.
Jeff Bezos got really hungry, right? And so
Oh
he
my God.
just ordered 11 billion crabs to eat.
Did you know that M&Ms are all different species?
Wait,
Wait,
hold on.
what?
Why did we need to know that?
Species?
I don't know. Why do we need to know about 11 billion
Species?
crabs disappearing?
I brought
Look.
it up. Max was the person whose brilliant idea was, I'm going to read the entirety of the article. I could have just
I only read
paraphrased
the
it.
first section, which was
He
the
did
summary
only
of
read
the
the
entire
first sec.
article. So don't get me on about that, okay?
He
What are
did
Can we
read
you?
go
only
back
the
to the
first
fact that Ava said
paragraph.
species?
No, we're gonna leave her to do her thing
What?
as I
No,
introduce
I'm
her.
more
in
I
this
want to
segment.
know
I'm more curious about the M&M thing than the crabs.
Okay.
how are
No, you
M&Ms?
don't care about 11 billion crabs disappearing?
Nah,
I don't
they
even
probably
eat
just
crab.
de-evolved or something. They turned back
Oh.
into zygotes.
Can we go back to the M&M
Probably.
species?
De-evolution. Okay. Yep.
That is my God and Savior, Joseph Stalin. Wait.
And Chulagon.
Anyways, what about this? What about the M&Ms and
Yeah.
how they're being racist?
Don't
Wait,
know.
what? How? Okay. Okay. No, Ava said
Finally, a
all
company
M&Ms
I can
are
get
different
behind.
species. Loki brought up what are we talking about? Racism with M&Ms? What is going on?
Look, it's
That's not what I
unfiltered
said. That's not at
insanity.
all what I
Uncensored
said.
Loki.
Technically, it can be
Did you know
censored, but
M&Ms
you know
are
what?
different species?
How
Like-
how
You
do
use the word
M&Ms have
species.
species?
Like
So
crab.
why is M&Ms being sexist?
Okay, Loki, why?
What about the off-brand M&Ms?
Which
What's the
one?
name of
Those
the
are different
off-brand
species,
M&Ms?
then.
Because like I know the Canadian version of Smarties are M&Ms basically.
Oh yes, I can vouch for that because I had them. Actually, they're in Europe too. But yeah, no, they're called Smarties, which is just M&Ms. Yeah,
M&Ms if they were actually good.
M&Ms
M&Ms
are good.
good.
they're bigger. Yeah,
It's
Okay.
just chocolate in a
It's-
candy
it's
coating. How
just
can
a
you
Okay,
say
I
that's
test.
got a
sad?
question for everybody here. What's
Easy. I
y'all's
can't
fa-
eat it.
Okay, well, besides that,
Well, actually, no. You can eat the
Uh,
peanut butter M&Ms.
no, they still have chocolate.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
they
the
have
they
a
do.
peanut
chocolate coating.
the peanut butter M&Ms are just peanut butter.
No, they still have chocolate in them. She can have
I
the
thought-
Reese's Pieces though.
Ooh.
I thought the shell also has chocolate in
Yeah,
it.
it does.
You know what's the
must
best
not.
M&M? The caramel M&M.
Fuck off.
Ew.
That's
Can't
so
say.
good.
The peanut butter one is my
I
favorite.
have a question
Have
for
you ever
What's
had
everybody
the
the
here.
best
caramel?
one?
Or I have a
Actually, yeah.
question.
Is it your favorite candy?
What is everybody's favorite candy here?
I knew that because it's Halloween.
I'll be right
I
back.
mean, yeah, it's the perfect. Okay, bye. I mean, yeah, it's Halloween, so it's the perfect time to ask that question. What's y'all's favorite candy?
I now need to. Okay, so are we breaking it up into like categories of like, or are we just having
Oh
like
my lord!
one
Just
single
say what
one?
your favorite candy is, please.
Just say
Oh.
favorite candy. This is.
Also,
Thank you.
Skittles. It's either Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, or Swedish Fish, or Reese's Pieces.
Mm.
Mm.
But if I had to choose out of all those four, definitely Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
just good. It's the one thing that's not like chocolate based and it's peanut butter inside. Like
yeah. Apparently,
a lot of
like, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good.
Sorry, but like, I think there was something in which people were saying that chocolate is going extinct.
Mm.
Like
How does that work?
they have chocolate, the chocolate goes away.
I gotta go to
Emily,
dinner.
do you-
So
So
Emily, do you
okay,
know?
Oh wow, you're going to
You-
dinner and not doing this
okay.
podcast with us?
Well,
Typical.
do you know where chocolate comes from?
The cocoa plant.
the
Yes.
cocoa plant.
If the
I'm
cocoa
worse.
plant goes
That's
extinct,
not how you spell Three Musketeers, by the way, Emily. That is okay.
Oh, God.
That's something.
But yeah, if the cocoa plant goes extinct, there'd be no more chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but-
therefore,
Yeah. So I think what's happening is we're harvesting too much chocolate so fast in which there's not enough time for the cocoa plant to like reproduce.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that
Well,
is
technically, it should never go extinct if you
always have
if
a
you want to
seed.
say, because if they have done this, which they should have done this, the National Seed Bank has every seed
Well, yeah.
like
Well, yeah,
in its establishment.
they will have
But
that. Definitely.
yeah,
But it's just
if
yeah.
I'm just saying, if it gets to that, I would think they might use a seed or clone it. But I don't know. So
Mm.
technically, if you want to go into that, technically it will never go extinct, but yes, it will go extinct.
It'd become
If-
extremely endangered, though,
Yes, very endangered.
Yeah.
to the point where chocolate will become extinct still.
Or like
Yeah.
or like it'll be for like only the wealthy, which will pretty much mimic like history. Because there was a point
that
in
makes
which
sense.
chocolate was I mean chocolate is now very commercially available. Couple 100 years ago it was just like it doesn't exist.
Mm.
That's how that worked. It was just like, okay, guess we don't got Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
But
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
okay. But another thing that but yeah, that's definitely something. My favorite candy, I have 3 that
Mhm.
that I pretty much can't really narrow down. It's sour Skittles,
Yeah.
blue raspberry Airheads, specifically the blue raspberry ones, or toxic waste. Like those are the ones in which like I'll eat them and I'll be like, "Yep, this is good. This is perfect."
Yeah.
And for those who don't know what toxic waste is, it's just it's what's the best way to put it? It's like a warhead, but more sour, I think, or no, more bitter.
Toxic. I should probably, yeah, toxic waste candy.
Yep.
Let's go straight to the website here.
Let's go back to a dark age where age.
Make costume. What?
That's, I don't know, maybe it's a Halloween promotion.
Yeah.
Like that's the only type of thing that I could assume that would be.
Yeah.
But yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of don't have a favorite candy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like,
Bottle caps?
No, that's
mean,
currency
I
in
think-
Fallout.
yes, but I think maybe I would say the one I like the best would be the Mike and Ike's.
Oh, so like Tic Tacs?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I know what Mike and Ike's are, but I just view them as like gummy Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Which isn't insane to state.
Or, well, I guess another one of my favorites is definitely jelly beans as well.
What's
Jelly beans are
what's the
also
big
pretty
jelly
good.
bean company that exists?
Jelly Belly?
Jelly Belly, yeah. You like
Mhm.
Jelly Bellies?
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, I also don't really like jelly beans. No offense.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
really don't like jelly beans. And after the Bean Boozled challenge, I'm sorry.
Bean
definitely don't like
Boozled was a thing that they thought was a good idea, and then it came out, and everybody was like, "Yeah, it's fun," and then nobody did it afterwards.
Mhm.
There are Bean Boozles that just exist and rot on shelves. It's like,
Yeah.
this is just sad at a point. Y'all need to
Mhm.
y'all need to discontinue. But sure enough, like they'll still get bought. Can't say the same for the. I think it's Bertie Bott's beans or something. It's the thing that started Bean Boozled because Bean Boozled was a tie-in, or no, Bertie Bott's like every flavor jelly beans was a tie-in with Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because that was a very big thing in the shows and or in the movies and in the books. And the whole gimmick was you pick a random jelly bean, you don't know what the flavor is because it could be anything, and so you eat it, and then it could range anywhere from literally like nectar of the gods to a shit that a dog took 5 minutes ago. Like
Yes.
it's just anything. So that was the whole idea, to make jelly beans that didn't make sense as well. And so
Yeah.
just put it in that packaging. And then eventually they thought of the brilliant idea of, well, actually, a better idea would, let's make our own jelly bean challenge. And that's how Bean Boozled came to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Bean Boozled is just gross. There's nothing appealing to it. I don't care what you say. It's just, here, I love my Jim Short jelly bean. It's my favorite. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
It's like, it's more of like, I don't like eating candy in bulk. Like, I usually like eating food. But like,
most people do. I think.
yeah.
I think that's a statement most people share.
So when it when it comes to yeah, when it comes to candy at like 1 or 2, and then I'm like kind of good. I could have more. It's just like
Yeah,
I'm getting a fucking call from Elkhart, Indiana, from some random number.
Elkhart, Indiana wants your attention right now. They're here. Open up that door. Greek. We're here to collect on the debt that you have accrued. The Carnellis want their money, Loki, and you are going to have to pay.
I don't owe you a single cent, you rat bastards.
Okay. But yeah, nah. In news for me, I've been watching. It's like a mafia show. It's called The Sopranos.
Okay.
I assume that you have heard of that, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It's pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pretty much the basis of it is I've only watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes. And
What are we even talking about?
I don't
The
know, I'm just
Sopranos.
rambling.
Yes.
I don't
Does
know.
anyone have a question?
Max is our host. We're just waiting on him to put the horses back in the stables or something.
Okay. Let's say actually
Oh, dude.
I have
You know what?
something.
Real quick, I
Yeah.
was playing Yakuza.
Oh
Well,
God,
I was
I
playing
know.
Like a Dragon. Shut
Yeah.
up. Anyways, I was playing Like a Dragon Ishin, and I was at a part where I was at a part and it gives you like these commanders because it's a mini game. And suddenly like they talk about this DLC for it's free, but it
Thank
adds
God.
in like celebrity and influencer like crud commanders, and they're all people until you get to the VTuber one who looks totally out of place. And it made me laugh.
You forgot about the part where you joined into the revolt. That
Wait,
dance.
what?
You had to be there to understand. I'm
Loki,
joking.
how about you give the folks at
No,
home
what
listening
happened?
a bit of a description
What-
as to what Yakuza is?
Yakuza is
Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Good,
Sorry.
good,
No,
good,
Ava, sorry.
Lucky. Good, Lucky.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
Sorry.
positively absolutely sure?
Yes, I am positively sure.
But are you positively absolutely sure?
I'm positively, absolutely sure.
Okay. Anyways, so Yakuza is a game made by Sega, and it takes place in Japan,
Sega.
as all Japanese games do.
Sega.
Sorry, continue what you're saying.
And yes,
Sega.
and you play as let's see here. You play as a guy in the Yakuza called Kiru. What's his last name? Hold on, real
That's
fast.
a good question.
Ryoma?
Yakuza.
Roma? Or something like that?
No, that's the Like a Dragon, Ishin.
Sega.
Sega.
I think it's no, it's not
Me and Ava are running
Kawaki.
off of one brain
Or
cell. That
maybe it is.
is
Maybe it
shared
is.
between us.
Hold on. Yo.
Yo.
Anyway, so he is yeah, so it's kind of like a redemption thing. Like there's like 6 fucking games plus
Oh.
0, and then so 7,
I
and
don't
then
think you
all
count
the Like a
0.
Dragon spin-off games.
Oh.
No, 0 is part of the main games because it takes place before the first game,
So it's a prequel?
where you're actually, yes, it's a prequel to the first game.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I have no clue why they made it, honestly.
Okay, that's a good enough reason for me. Moving on.
Yep. There is not including all the spin-off games, there's 8 games in the main series.
Oh wow. Okay then.
That's a
'Cause
lot.
there's Yakuza 0, Yakuza 2, Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5, Yakuza 6.
I need a.
And then
Okay, that's all I
and
want.
then Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Huh. Sorry, this was all that was going on in my head.
I can't play that
Yes.
because that's copyright music.
Yeah.
It's not copyright. It's just Sega.
Not what we heard.
No, it's Sega. Look, watch.
Look, watch what? I'm scared
Oh,
now.
it's not playing because it's in the podcast. Dang it!
Ah!
Yeah.
Damn it! It was just Sega.
That's not what we heard. We heard like some.
Well, that's what it was.
We heard like some like pop star singing. That's why we're like,
Mm.
oh
That's
no.
because I was Hatsune Miku.
Wait, what?
You've never seen that meme of like Hatsune Miku going Sega? And then you got other people going Sega.
I think my confusion
Sega.
speaks for most of us in going, huh?
Let me find it then. If I can't get Fredbo, I'll fucking find a video. Because for some reason
I
it's
could
not.
probably find it real fast.
Yeah, then I got it.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible.
Here you go. Here. There you go.
I'm listening. I'm waiting with bated
Oh,
breath.
so that is
Mhm.
definitely not the right one.
Mhm.
Oh wait, hold
Okay
on.
then.
It's the Vocaloids.
Mm.
Sorry, that's not the right one. I'm sorry.
Feel
I'm
like
unsend. Sorry, let me unsend that one.
technical difficulties.
Sorry about that one.
Many
Sorry about that
technical
one.
difficulties.
I would
That's
if I could,
all
Ava.
Ava, that's all the
Vocaloid.
that's
It's Vocaloid.
yes. They're
Yes,
it's all the
Vocaloid.
iterations of the Vocaloids.
yes, I know.
Uh,
Sega.
I will see it later, but sadly the way that recording this works, I can't go to
Yeah.
a different tab. Otherwise, the whole recording gets really messed up.
Yeah. Anyways, Max, with my little tirade off, have you thought of a new topic?
A new topic.
Yes.
What are your guys' take on Flash games?
Oh.
Oh.
Wait. First, I want to
Just-
make sure I'm getting this clear. Flash games as in like the web browser games.
Yes.
Okay.
Never heard of it. Never played
Friday
it.
Night Funkin' is a Flash game, Ava.
Oh, never mind that. Yes.
There you go.
I mean, they were great in our time. Let's be real.
Friday Night Funkin' was something different and something new. And it had
Well,
fire beats.
That's just one Flash game, Ava. You're forgetting about the great and infamous
Okay, fine.
Fireboy and
Sorry,
Water Girl.
Cool
Oh,
math
yes.
games. Cool math games, anyone?
Yeah. I remember whenever we'd get on a computer at school, everybody would just go into cool math games and play the games.
That was just computer lab for most people, I think.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Well,
what it boiled down to was this case of like, okay, for class, do this thing after you're done. I don't care, and it was just like took like 5 minutes, and then cool math
Yeah.
games for the like half an hour.
Or if you're me, it takes the entire class period because your ADHD is killing you.
Ow. But yeah, nah. I think it's annoying how Flash got killed. Because a
Yeah.
lot of games that were dependent on Flash as a system just either they had to be ported, or if they were forgotten about and left in the dust, they were just that's that. It's gone, and you're
Yeah.
not seeing it for a very long time. It's like
Yeah.
great.
I mean, it's sad that the Flash games are now kind of gone, but there were some really weird ones, let's be honest.
I mean I only know the cool math games. I know Snail
Yeah.
Bob, I know Fireboy and Water Girl, and most recently I know
Yeah.
Friday Night Funkin'. But that's about it.
Yeah, but there were
Huh, Max.
the,
Huh.
the very
Well,
weird ones like
I'm on Roblox too.
the pregnant
No, I have
games,
it
and
open.
I'm not going into further detail
Oh, the
because
pop-up ads.
Thanks.
yes.
I know you're talking. I know you're talking about.
Yes.
What?
You don't need to know, Chris. You don't need to know.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll
were
take that as a pretty good message that I don't need to know what the
Yeah.
pregnant games are.
because
You-
there was like, oh god, it was
It
was bad. I know.
Careful, Loki, we're treading in dangerous land.
I know. And it's not very good.
I can
Just think of
tell.
any Disney character and then put that with it. And that's the entire genre.
I don't like. I really. Please. I
Please
got that out of
stop.
my head.
Please stop. Jesus.
Oh.
Anyways, and Max, you got any other ideas where we've already broken through the ice and it's not it's too cold.
What?
Okay.
We've broken through the ice and can you please explain?
Liquid gets cold when there's ice, when it gets frozen.
Yeah, why are we Huh? How did ice come
Look,
into the
I have a headache.
Okay, that's good enough info for me. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I really didn't like when Flash pretty much got killed because of web browsers either got too quote unquote advanced or some other things. I don't really know
Yeah.
the full scope as to why Flash got
Teachers
killed. What?
Teachers also started banning students from playing cool math games in the rooms or
Okay.
at
That is
the school.
true.
That's
It's
another thing that also did do it.
it taught you how fire and water work. You touch them and they die.
Yeah.
Wait. But like, I don't know. That stuff Cool Math Games was like the last bastion of our childhood, I feel like, that hasn't been destroyed, and then all of a sudden just you wanted happiness? No. Bop. Just gone. Gone like the wind.
Oh, we had a lot of good things. Like we had a lot of good cartoons.
Yeah. Ava, would you like to go into depth about some cartoons that you miss?
They canceled Courage the Cowardly Dog, Spectacular Spider-Man, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Do I need to continue?
You know what? Maybe nah. A sad
Uh,
fact of most kids cartoons, like animated kids cartoons, is they'll just get canceled if they aren't making money because there's no reason to make them.
No,
yeah.
it's either that or it just got bought out or whatever.
Yeah, thanks Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Like Earth's Mightiest Heroes was good.
yeah, and there was a lot of stuff planned, not only for that, but Spectacular Spider-Man. But
Yeah,
because
Mm.
Marvel, what is now Disney, bought Marvel, and so Sony lost all rights of any form of like creation of those IPs, like Iron Man, like all that, and then eventually Marvel bought Spider Man, or Sony still had Spider Man, but
Yeah.
Disney wanted to make a Spider Man show, which would later be known as Ultimate Spider Man.
I still liked
Which
that show, by the way. People said to other people's opinions, they said they hated it, but I actually liked it.
it's
What? Ultimate Spider-Man?
it's just
Yeah,
really
I actually liked.
forgettable.
I don't. Well, obviously, if I forgot it, I wouldn't be talking about it.
Well,
I
okay,
liked Ultimate Spider-Man because it was different because they brought in also Deadpool. They brought in Deadpool multiple times.
yes.
Yes.
The
That was
reason
good.
yes. The reason I say forgettable is like it's not as like bad as the 90s one. I
Okay, I find that one funny more than
no,
anything.
I say bad as in like it's just fun. It's just funny bad of how
Yeah.
it is. Like you watch it
Yeah.
and you're like
Like
there's no way they let this be an actual
yeah.
show with some of the stuff that happens.
Yeah, there's varying degrees of bad. There's funny bad, and then there's like
Velma.
bad
And
like
there's bad.
yeah, there's bad.
And then after that there's Velma.
And
God.
then after that there's Velma.
Thank you, Mindy Kaling, for killing our childhood. Anything else that's on the on the chopping block?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Please no.
That show was good. That show had supernatural horror in it, but they canceled it because kids were getting too scared. Like
It
I'm
was.
just saying.
I mean, I would much rather watch Courage than like Goosebumps any day of the week.
That is
Oh,
true.
it was so good.
It was so much better. I know
Oh,
kids
Mhm.
that watched Goosebumps and they were like, man, it was just really, really creepy and stuff like that. I remember I had watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, uh, and Goosebumps had just come onto Netflix at that time, I think, and so I
Mhm.
watched Goosebumps on Netflix because people had said, "Oh yeah, I remember growing up with it and being so afraid when I was a kid." I watched Courage the Cowardly Dog when I
no.
was a kid because it was
That
good.
scared the shit out of me.
Cour-
No, like that one episode, the Ramsey's Curse.
oh yeah, that one.
That
Well,
that one was that one's uncomfortable.
how,
Or
how do you
that
make
lady
good
that lived in
horror?
the pond.
Or yeah,
Or the lady that lived in the
Mhm.
pond. That was scary too.
yeah. Uh,
Cause all she would do, she would bring men to her area and then she would drown them and then eat them.
yeah. So Kel, what is the horse from like
Mhm.
Irish tradition?
Or what?
There's a certain horse
I'm
that
being
lives in the
told
water and
like
does the
that.
exact same thing.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called though.
Kelpie.
Search it up. I know it's in God of War though.
I'll see real quick. But yeah, no, I watched Goosebumps. And I was like, this is gonna be really creepy, and it's just such
Mhm.
bad like child acting and the world's worst excuses of like what I feared became some people's fetishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, That is not the right thing. Kelpie. It's a Kelpie, a water horse from Celtic mythology thought to haunt the rivers and lochs of Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah, they added that in God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, pretty much what it would do
Oh
is
yeah, because literally Mimir said, "Oh, it's a Kelpie."
yeah.
Bruh. It just
So
went over my.
Kelpies pretty much look, because they are horses that live underwater with like grass for a mane. And so what they do
And
is they
grassy tail,
yeah.
seaweed tail.
What what
Continue what you're talking about. I'm playing evade. Let's go, baby.
okay.
Woo!
But
I'm just trying to live.
what would happen is traveler sees a horse, they're like, "Oh, hey, I can get a free horse." You know, it's just sitting there. And so the Kelpie will let the person on. The moment that they get on, the hair like wraps around
Turns
their
into
legs.
seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed,
It
and it
turns
wraps
into
around their
seaweed.
leg, and they just bolt underwater. They can breathe underwater. The person can't, so they'll drown them and eat them.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the Kelpie. But like,
Yeah, in God of War Ragnarok, that's how you go see the Sisters of Fate, which honestly is kind of cool.
I'm
But
surprised that it's in Ragnarok.
it's in Ragnarok if you search it up, and also if you played the game like I did
Well,
twice.
no, I say that I'm
The Kelpie
surprised.
led you to the Sisters of Fate, and then they led you out of it. So didn't kill you.
I say that I'm surprised because Ragnarok is Norse mythology. That's Celtic.
Oh,
that-
they're doing Celtic at some point.
Kelpies aren't Norse, so why is it in Ragnarok?
Because they're going to be doing Celtic.
Okay. Man, I really wish the original ending of God of War 3 came out, because then we could get a confirmation that Kratos, Anubis, and another god was one of the three wise men that went to Jesus. You know that's what the original plan was, right?
Seriously?
Yes. It was going to be Kratos destroys the Greek pantheon, and he gets a vision that there's going to be a god greater than all gods that will unify all of the gods. And so he goes to Anubis, and Anubis helps kill his pantheon, and he goes to, like, I think Thor, and Thor kills his pantheon, and all three become the three wise men that go to baby Jesus. Because
I really want to say you're joking.
You're
aren't
joking. No, oh my god.
I am not. I have not made up a single word that I have just said.
No, nuh-uh.
Look it up. Look it up right now.
I will look it up myself.
Look up original ending for, I think, God of War 3. Because, like, that was how the series was supposed to end. Kratos goes to the delivery room of baby Jesus in the manger.
My god.
Eve is looking
With
it
the
up.
help of the spirits of Calliope and his wife Lysandra, Kratos forgives himself before regaining consciousness with the power of hope. He forces Zeus' spirit back into his body and then beats him to death, releasing the Colosseum of light into the sky.
What are we learning?
We're learning about Jesus, the baby Jesus that Kratos helped deliver
Oh my
in the
god!
delivery
Wait,
room.
hold on! Nuh-uh.
It was
Dave Jaff over the Comic-Con did a good interview with Gio Kinley of Trailer Game or Geek Trailers. They discussed details about the Twisted Metal and the way he wanted to end the God of War series. It was actually a pretty interesting idea, if you ask me. Kratos kills Zeus at God of War 3. This caused like a vacuum of sucking in of all the gods of other religions, Greek, Norse, Egyptian gods, to fill the empty space by Zeus. Kratos only realizes. Hold on. Oh, yes, I'm reading this right one. Kratos realizes the only way to kill a true god is to have humanity cease to believing in them. He tries to get the gods to battle against each other, thus creating havoc for humanity. As the lives of people on Earth get worse, they stop believing in the gods, thus causing them to cease to exist. I don't quite understand this next part. Kratos kills himself using the Blades of Chaos for some reason, and the final scene shows the three wise men wandering towards the birth of Jesus.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ain't no way Anubis was gonna help. Well, he might have actually helped.
I think like that was kind of the idea, but I was just like, could you imagine God of War 4 and you're just playing as Jesus in Nazareth?
No, no, no.
I don't
About
think
to
I'd
about to deal
participate.
some rapturous smiting upon all those sinners.
My
You
God.
level up your healing skill by going to different lepers. You get skill points in healing.
Dear God, Chris.
That'd be so funny. Just all of a sudden, like, yes, God of War 4. Resurrection.
Jesus.
I
Resurrection.
came back and we're talking about resurrection now. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah,
how.
God of War, but Jesus.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you mean
God of
that?
War.
Yeah,
love
Kratos
how-
versus Jesus.
I love how Loki understood it immediately.
Yes.
Yes.
You're telling me you'll forgive all of my sins? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, while y'all are doing that, I'm taking over the 10th ring of hell, so wahoo.
No one's
Are you gonna finally finish it?
Finish what?
The game.
What game?
Hades, you gay damn idiot.
Oh. No, I wasn't.
Oh.
You know there is no 10th ring of hell, right?
Yes.
I never played Hades.
Anybody who's read
Oh.
Dante's Inferno would say so, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well Max I don't think Max understood.
You mentioned how it's the only game I know you play that has hell in it, so well used to play, but
Has still yet to beat.
Yes.
Listen, once I get my better PC, then I'll do it because Dionysus is trying to kill my computer.
Well, just
He's
play it
the
while
god
not
of
on
wine.
Discord.
Obviously, your computer was drunk.
Apparently.
Mm.
Remember, there's also the god of unmixed wine, and also the god of mixed wine. She was a Roman goddess, though. The god of mixed wine, I forgot her name, though. The Romans were interesting. Let's just go with that. They just cheat. They just copy
They just
without
cheat.
without making original source material.
They
Didn't make
plagiarized.
Mr. Time if he tried.
They
Yeah.
plagiarized.
Well, yes, they plagiarize anything.
The Romans did, yeah. They
Yes.
looked. I mean, they got decoration from the Jews. They got. They got architecture from the Greeks, and they got the gods from the Greeks. They just decided to change the names around.
Everything.
Yeah,
just
they
stole
really
everything.
did. The only thing Jews gave them was their funny wall decoration with Jesus Christ being nailed upon the mantle.
okay, on that note, I think we should start winding down.
Nah, we've only gone for an hour, bud.
Yeah.
And I
We
just
need to go
returned.
for like
Yeah, I need to
some more.
finish my paper.
Yeah, well, we have
So-
another hour of recording, so.
No, God,
Oh,
no.
Someone else
Ha
take
ha
over.
ha ha. Okay.
I guess we're just
Emily.
playing past the microphone. I know what to call this one.
Yeah.
Emily, your host all of a sudden. What now?
Yes.
Fuck. So what? Okay, so I left during the candy topic.
We're not talking
Got
about
back
candy
with-
anymore. No one
I
cares.
know.
Keep going.
I know. But like I left during the candy topic, came in during the Jesus one. So was there one in the middle, or
Just just have a question of yourself and just think of it. Do that.
how much y'all willing to spend on shoes?
Not at all.
Like $20
$20?
max.
Yes.
Really?
What about
No,
you,
no.
Emily?
My newest pair was 75 originally.
Oh, be still
what
my
in-
heart. I just nearly threw up.
I just felt like I was playing Bloodborne in IRL.
it was on okay, originally it was on sale though for 55.
That's not much better.
And so
Where
I
are you going to? No,
I paid 30
Are you going to the shoe shop for the richest and where the peasants can't come through? Where are you going?
What are you getting? Fucking name brand?
Yes.
Peasants not allowed.
Why?
Why?
Listen, okay.
Just go to
Listen.
Walmart.
No, peasants says up
No.
above the store. Peasants not allowed.
Listen, okay. So
she got
my
some
mom
new
was
poor
at
people stomping boots. That's what she got. That way, when she goes to the fundraiser for rich white people, she can go there and she can kick down the lowly that have to serve.
No, okay, so my mom went to Kohl's because she had Kohl's cash. And we were in the men's
I bought that
shoe
shit with
department.
Kohl's cash.
We were in the men's shoe department, and the shoes I bought, they were originally $75. They were on clearance for 55. And I made an agreement with my mother that if they paid 20, I'd pay the 35. So I only spent $35 technically on $75 shoes.
That's still a lot of money for shoes. You could have gotten a different pair entirely for free.
Yeah.
I could go make myself shoes right now if I wanted to.
Okay, but like
Max is just
There
gonna
are-
get 2 Amazon boxes.
Now,
Well,
here's the
I'm
thing,
looking at them.
well then like have you guys ever looked at like work boots?
Yeah, I got mine for $20
Really?
Yeah, it sounds about
at
right.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Cowgirl boots, $35. And I
Because
just use them for the rest of my time being.
because like I at
Yeehaw.
work
Really?
Mhm.
work they offer, because you have to have like work shoes, you have to have composite toe, which is like it's like steel toe but not with steel, so you don't get
What is-
electrocuted.
What?
But anyways, basically
Emily, what is composite?
it's a material. It's a hard material.
My God.
Doesn't how.
I don't know what it
Knows.
is exactly. All I know
How
is
do
it's
you
like
not know? You wear it near your feet. For all you know, that thing could give you foot and toe cancer.
listen, all I know is it's like steel toe, but it doesn't get you electrocuted. That's all I know.
Your pinky toe's gonna be bigger than your big toe by the end of your work.
But anyways, so where I work, they will pay $128 to get you shoes, and you can choose whatever shoe you want. And I know for a fact, 'cause I was looking through the filing, that one dude spent over $1,000 on his work shoes.
Why?
How?
It was just,
Is there gold infused in the shoe?
They were 2
I don't
prosthetic legs. He just
Yeah.
it had to
I
come
don't
with the leg. You couldn't just like put the
Because that
shoe
was
on. It was all or nothing.
Up above the shoe store had to have said no peasants allowed. I swear.
the
I
common amount I
Yeah.
saw was ranging from $200 to $300 for a pair of work shoes. Which, IU paying 100 of that, you're saving, about half or a third. But yeah, there was one dude who paid 1,000 for his shoes, and I was like, "What the?" And the funny thing is he's in fucking grounds. He does lawn work.
composite
like-
toe shoes. I see a
Yeah.
pair for $22, Emily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Methinks that you're just bad at finding shoes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not bad. No, okay. Listen, because like I've got a pair of Walmart shoes, you know, before and stuff, and they're like, yeah, $20. But my parents, whenever I've gone shoe shopping, like now that I have money, like they'll split it with me. But before they would always say nothing above 60. Like that was their amount.
Well, yeah, because I doubt they don't think that you're gonna find a pair of shoes that's over like $120.
But
Emily.
I like one of my which I could buy myself now that I'm thinking about it, are Timberlands, which is it's like
The
a
Tims.
I know what they are.
I know what
No.
Tims are.
Timberland.
Yeah, Tims. That's what they're nicknamed, Emily. Tims.
Oh, I didn't know they were nicknamed
they're
that shit.
they're the light orange
Mhm.
like leather boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tims.
Yeah, like I've considered getting a pair of those, and I mean, like there's one. I mean, I can pull it up.
I mean,
Let's see
Emily,
here.
if you want to embrace the white woman in you, there's
Mhm.
Uggs.
Dear God, no. Yeah, there's like here we go. Like the generic, what you would think of as Timberlands, $165
Yeah,
USD.
they're size 16 Yettas.
Like that's the thing is I've been looking at shoes like this recently. Cuz honestly, I love the style of the Timberlands. I love them.
What?
Again,
A brown boot?
Mhm.
I like to say
There's
that I'm
not a
homeless.
style.
Like I remember someone asked me one time, they're like, "What's your style?" I said, "Homeless lumberjack."
Wait. What? Go back. Homeless lumberjack.
Yes.
Why?
That's just I like the lumberjack. I like flannels. I like looking like I live in the forests. I
A
like that all.
gremlin.
Okay.
Basically.
What part of that is homeless?
I say it's homeless because I always either get like a cheap version or something a little less or
Could have just said lumberjack.
no, I like to describe it better as homeless lumberjack.
Why are you emphasizing homeless?
Because
Because she is. She's recording this on her Motorola Nokia crossover phone. The Indestructitron
no.
8000.
there's been a few times now before I was driving to college where my mom would forget to pick me up and I'd sit in the back of my dad's pickup
Mhm.
because I had nowhere else to go.
That's not fun, Emily. That's just depressing.
Yes.
I had fun with it. I mean, I thought it was interesting.
Emily's like, yeah, nah,
but-
this is so my style, and she's in New York looking at a homeless person with a bag in their hand, throwing up and shitting on the sidewalk. It's like, wow, he totally relates to me. It's meanwhile he's just speaking in tongues like God came to him
Yeah, like
on the
like
Tower
right
of
here,
Babel.
there's a composite toe waterproof work boot, $230 from Timberlands.
No.
And honestly, I would like to have a pair because why not?
Why? Why not? That's your reason.
Why not? Here's
I
a
like
better
the
idea, Emily.
style
Go
and-
into the stock market. Invest in Bitcoin.
Fuck no.
Because that's
on.
basically what you're fucking doing.
right now.
It's
Huh?
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yes and no. For an actual singular Bitcoin, it's a lot of money. For just to enter, it's like less than pennies. It's like how?
Well,
But,
yeah, you
like-
can buy part of a Bitcoin and stuff like that, but like a single Bitcoin is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, actually, have
Mm.
y'all heard of the Tiffany and Co. tin can?
What?
Oh god.
Isn't Tiffany and Co. a diamond company or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, they're like
Because I know Tiffany diamonds.
Tiffany and Co. is like a very
Mhm.
high end like
Jewelry.
jewelry and stuff. But they
I'm
have
just
a
here.
sterling silver can that last I knew it's currently unavailable. But if you checked it before, it was $1,000 for a tin can.
If it's unavailable, that means that's sold out or out of stock.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? People bought
Yeah, here.
a $1,000 tin can.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yes.
world.
Yeah, Tiffany and Co. is hoping its glittery new $1,000 tin can will help catch the eyes of millennial shoppers.
Oh, he caught them.
I'm just
What person? What person bought? What person?
It's just my god.
Oh my!
Anyway.
What person
That's-
looked at a tin can, looked at the price tag being $1,000, realized that all it is just a tin can that they put aerosol on to make it shinier, and bought that? Because I swear there's not a single diamond in that. I bet there's
Oh
not.
no, there's not
It's
at all.
all it is they took a thing of Campbell's Chunky and they got rid of the label, and it's just here, enjoy, and they're like, "Yep, got my prime."
I like looking at things that are wildly expensive,
That's
like
more.
the tin can.
Oh gosh. If you like
Or
looking at
there's
things wildly expensive, look up
Stop
like some of the
Because
Yu-Gi-Oh
we're so
cards.
pale, the ghost just thinks we're one of them.
there's
What?
there's a
What?
there's a
Ava?
website. It was dying.
This abandoned hospital is extremely haunted and unsafe. White people walks in because we're so pale. The ghost just thinks we're one of them.
Oh my god.
But there's a website that I've
Aunt
had
Jemima, is that
saved.
you? What?
Oh no. I've had a website saved for a while that I want to purchase something from. It's called Jersey Ninja. They do a bunch of different jerseys, but one thing they do is they do hockey jerseys, and what they do is they'll combine the hockey jersey style with, different references to like bands and music and stuff, and they'll do like there's
You
a
don't
Darth
listen to
Vader one.
music.
There's a Darth Vader one. They do also basketball jerseys, apparently I've now noticed.
I'm a simple Russian girl.
But I've wanted to buy a jersey. I really like the style of hockey jerseys. I am a hockey fan at heart. But one thing I wanted, like they even have Kiss.
Okay. Get to the point.
I feel like I'd like to really buy one of these.
Okay. What would it be about?
Let's see. Let's see.
Have a party.
One of the Kiss ones
I'm singing a
currently.
Kiss song.
Oh, great.
Yes.
I
One of
thought
the
all of a
Kiss
sudden you're
ones.
just like humming. I'm like, Ava?
Yeah, but for a Kiss jersey right now, it's $139.95.
Oh!
No, no.
No.
Emily,
Uh-uh.
Emily, I could buy something that's actually useful for that kind of money.
Like an actual suit that you would use in a job interview.
Or you could have a really cool ass jersey.
Oh
I
my
think it's really
God.
cool. I want to buy one at some point.
Emily, have you met my college roommate? I think you'd like him.
Like you can get jerseys for a bunch of different stuff. You can get them for military and all that jazz, but I've always just thought that I wanted one because it looks really cool.
In my favorite apparel right now is 511.
Add
511
4
apparel.
to the number.
511 apparel's very nice.
Speaking
I've
of my
never
roommates,
heard
I have one of my roommates in debt currently.
Did you sign a contract?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's good to hear. What's the interest rate?
$1 every day he's late.
I'd love to
Okay,
hear
hold
that.
on. I would like to mention it. So I found 511. And And for a long sleeve shirt, it's $60.
Ha,
Yeah.
Max. No, you're not spending the $2 a month salary that the military gives you on $60 clothes. You need that for your one pinto bean a week.
I will say though that 511 is very similar. It's men's tactical clothing.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
okay, that's why he likes it. It's
I mean, I think it's
tactical.
also pretty cool.
I mean, I bought one of the pants because I had to, and I wore. I'm like, oh, this is really comfortable. So I never actually never
pants
used
did you
their. I
get?
actually never used their like clothing. I've used their vests before, bulletproof vests, but
Why have you needed bulletproof vests is a better question.
They're selling them for $135.
Oh my god.
yeah. I do airsoft. What do you want? What do you
Well,
expect?
Well, doesn't okay. Well, fine, whatever.
What does it do? What?
They have professional like uniforms and shit too.
Mhm.
Cool. So I can impersonate a Marine and commit a crime.
How much are their socks? I see they sell socks. Let's see.
About your age.
$18 for socks.
167.
I don't use their socks. I already have socks.
They
I
got
bought
Oh,
some
that's
really good
great to know.
pants. I found these pants on Amazon. They're on, I think they're like $35, and they're like long cargo pants, but they're like very thin. Like they're very good hiking.
Do whatever I want.
Pants. I can
Do
send you
whatever I
the
want.
link if I want. They're really nice.
I came
like
for
their-
money for fun. That was an awful.
What
Awful.
happened?
Awful. That was an awful. What was it?
I don't know, because all of a sudden.
Album. That's the word. Album. Drake's has always his awful albums. Anyway.
Okay, cool.
You guys
Moving
talk about
on.
something else that I'm not even paying attention to, and I'm just here. Here.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah.
Every day I'm shuffling. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
but like I mean the shoes, by the way, the shoes I bought were Vans, so
dun, 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 dun.
they're the like red high top ones. I think they're really nice though, because I
I
needed
think
a new
all
pair of
Vans
shoes.
are high top shoes.
Not all of them. There's some low cut too. But...
Leroy Jenkins.
I've always just that's the thing. I have a weird style because I like the work
Why?
boots and stuff, but I also like skater shoes and all that jazz. So
Loki. Why?
Hush it, Loki.
What if I
would
was saying why to Emily, huh?
Well, that too.
the only I like Vans. I think it's a good company. The only thing that I'm kind of not as happy about with Vans is the bottom of their shoes have these very small, like very like intricate, like a cross design.
Yeah. And a lot
But
of gunk gets in it, doesn't.
yeah,
Right?
there's like these very small holes of where it connects to like because there's like this there's like the octagonal shaped ones and then there's the like square ones and
Diamond.
there's like
Yeah.
they're diamonds. Yeah, there's like little holes in between them that connect the designs and yeah, it's a pain in the ass to keep them clean. But
Yeah, that's why most people don't even wear them. Now,
I mean,
the people that I cannot stand are people that buy shoes but
and then
do
don't
not
wear
wear
them.
it. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because
like sneakerheads and stuff.
yeah, like I will see them buy these shoes and not wear them. I'll talk to them. I'm like, why don't you wear your shoes? You bought them. They're like, oh, because that's not the point of them. I'm like, what?
Yeah, a lot of people will just have them for display.
Look, I have 2 pairs of shoes. The normal shoes I always wear, and then my dress shoes.
I have 3 pairs of shoes. Crocs, tennis shoes, and if those tennis shoes get broken in too much, another set of backup tennis shoes. Like I got my
I have
stuff
multiple pairs.
set.
I have multiple. I have a like off-brand Crocs. I have the new shoes I bought. I have I have like a pair of work boots. I have winter boots. I have like 3 different sandal types. I have a lot of shoes, but most of my shoes are kind of like falling apart. So even though I have a lot of them, they're not in good condition.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, that is a thing that some people need to understand. Like, I don't care what you tell me. Oh, but the value goes up if you never wear them. Are you going to sell them? Probably not. Then why did you buy them?
Yeah.
A collector's item, I guess. I don't know.
It's not even
Yeah.
that. Like, I don't know. I don't see the use of stuff like that. At least with like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you can
Bye.
theoretically make a deck if it's a really expensive
Mhm.
card. But with shoes, it's like I'm never going to wear them. Then why'd you buy it?
Yeah,
You know?
like Pokemon cards and like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I can see why, because like you can still use them without damaging them.
You're just running away.
Yeah.
Come on.
Actually, that does bring up a topic. How do you feel about shoes in the house?
What do you mean?
No. I don't
I'm
allow
like the
that.
Japanese. I'd take them off at the entrance.
I wear them on
I
carpet.
I know Ava does not wear shoes in her house.
I'll wear shoes
Yeah,
in my house if I
Because
have
to
to.
me, it's impolite.
Like if you have to, like if I'm using a different entrance and I have to grab my shoes, I'll put them on and use the different use like the different door to get out. But like if I'm
Like,
coming home and I'm staying in the house, I take my shoes off.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
yeah.
keep them on sometimes,
I
depending
mean,
on how I feel.
yeah. Like I'll wear them. I'll get to my I'll get to my room and then I'll take them off because I just leave my shoes in my room because
Mm.
yeah.
Now, do you do that at like home?
Yes.
Okay. Because I also keep my shoes in my
I
room.
won't actively just wear them always. I'll just
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I
get
do
to my room and I'll
sometimes.
take them off and I'll leave them in my room.
Like
Like-
if I'm not like, because I mean I was wearing my shoes earlier while inside. Like on the weekends I tend to wear my shoes all day normally
come on,
because
people.
I never know when I'm gonna go out and do stuff.
It's come up to the chopping block.
Like
like
if
Okay.
I go into somebody else's house, I'll take my shoes off most of the time because I know that a lot of people don't like shoes in the house. But I don't mind it too much, honestly. So
I mean,
like
to each their own, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stupid.
to each their
Stupid
own.
little
It's
man.
just my philosophy is like I always take my shoes
wait,
off, and then when I need to do something that is going outside, I'll put them back on.
mm.
Yeah, neither are you. Get out.
Thanks,
Get
Ava.
out. There's the door.
Ava,
Leave.
please. Ava, please.
I'm playing Bloodborne.
Yeah, but then people are just going to be confused as to why you're talking randomly.
Well,
Bro.
should have paid attention.
What?
Yeah, but like I'll actually that's the other thing is have you ever slept with shoes on?
No.
I have.
Like, maybe
You
if I was 4 and I
No,
fell
I
asleep and my dad was carrying me while at Disney, like, yeah, but like,
well,
have I
no, I've
actively
fallen asleep. with
been like, time to go to sleep? Just not taking any shoes off.
Aw.
Like, what?
Yeah, like there's been
going to
times
sleep in my bed. Fuck no, you're a psychopath if you do that.
Yeah.
I've slept in my bed with shoes on before.
How? Does
I
your
also
bre-
I know a lot of like I know people have mentioned before of like sleeping in jeans, but it's never affected me. I
Yeah,
could sleep
jeans
in
are
almost
also
anything.
a thing. Like I can sleep in anything too. It's just the more comfortable you are, the faster you can fall asleep.
And the better sleep you'll get.
But
And
I've
that
always I mean
too.
I've never had a complaint of jeans being uncomfy.
Jeans are comfy.
No, they aren't.
I like
What?
jeans.
I like jeans. They're
Jeans
very
are not
comfortable.
comfortable. They feel like my legs are just getting constricted like it's a tournament.
Okay,
They
then maybe
weren't
get a
built for being
different
fucking
size.
comfortable.
Here's the problem with me, Emily. Like even if I get a different size, it's not going to change anything because they're either too big or they're too small. There's no in between.
What? Oh,
You
thanks.
guys know jeans are supposed to be made for work, not comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ava hates jeans, right?
I don't like the feel of jeans. Like I have weird sensory things. I'll wear them, but I hate it like when my hands are wet and then when you scratch your nails around it. I hate that.
Like denim. You just don't like denim.
I can't. It gets me all.
I've worn like jeans and a denim jacket before together, and it's been I like it.
Should I get the apple pie jeans boots with the fur?
I think denim is a good material because it holds pretty well.
Well, it's supposed to be made for work.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like construction work and mining work.
I understand.
Do you? Are you
But
sure?
yeah.
I don't think you fully
I've-
understand. So here, let me break it down for you. So
Oh dear, yeah, but I've slept in jeans, I've slept in shoes. I've never had a problem with I've probably slept in jeans and shoes before.
I've
yeah.
had to sleep. I've had to sleep in boots because I had to go outside to stay outside, and just a sleeping bag surrounded
Max.
by 50 other men.
Max, that's a different
That's
thing
the
than sleeping in
military.
bed.
Yeah, well,
You're
I just sleep on mulch.
Inside.
in your
Ah,
home.
Yeah, I've never done that, but
Like,
enough.
I wouldn't do that, Max. Personally, I would take my shoes off, get it into the sleeping bag, even if it's outside. But I can understand if you just get inside with your shoes on.
Yeah.
By the way, I would highly recommend to not use a helmet as a pillow. Wasn't the best idea.
Wasn't planning on it,
shit.
bud. You want to tell us why?
I attempted and it didn't go so well.
Well, it's a pillow or it's a helmet. I don't think it'd be comfortable.
Thank you,
Max,
Emily.
next time wear the
gotta
helmet.
Couldn't tell.
You got in the field, so you gotta.
Dude, do you like your? Okay, never mind.
What?
You said what options I had in the field at that time.
Your hand,
My hand would have gone numb.
your arm.
You could have gotten a lot of leaves and like bundled them together.
Or just not use a pillow.
Just sleep
Knock
on the
yourself
ground.
out.
How do I?
There's times where I don't use a pillow.
That's sounds like it sucks.
It's not actually. It's really nice.
Emily, you are like the weirdest enigma I have ever come across.
Emily would be great in war.
Mm.
She'd be the only person that could actually sleep. Everybody else is like, yeah, I'm afraid. I think my family died, and she's just like, yeah, I slept well. I slept good.
The only time I've ever had
What's wrong?
like a point where the only time where I've only been able to not sleep
There's a ladder going all the way down.
is I
boy.
was at a friend's house overnight and her room was in the basement and I was like it wasn't furnished, there was no carpet, so it was just a concrete floor. And I slept
Yeah.
on the concrete floor with no blanket. And that was the only time where I wasn't able to get to sleep.
Of your
BRB.
own free will,
Huh?
you decide to do that of your own free will.
Well, there was no other
Yeah.
place to sleep.
No, there were. You just weren't creative enough.
Yeah.
Like, I was given a pair of sweatpants, and I just used them as a blanket because I
How
couldn't really
old
do
were
much.
you?
This was like I think this was junior year, honestly.
You could have been more creative.
I know, but
It was your brilliant idea to sleep on concrete.
well, like she had her bed and like I don't know, so I just slept on the concrete.
Emily, once again, being the greatest storyteller ever. She had her bed. I Jesus, right? You know, yeah.
You couldn't like share the bed?
I don't think so.
What do you mean no?
I don't think so.
What do you mean I don't think so?
The bed was
Because
1 centimeter wide.
her parents wouldn't have approved.
What do you mean?
Why? Because of gay?
Yeah.
But they let you sleep in the same room.
Yes.
There's
And
not a
also
lot changing.
and also
Yeah.
I never really asked.
Not in our Christian place. You can't sleep in the same bed as our daughter. But by God, you can you can sleep in the same room. We're geniuses. We're geniuses. Like what?
Wait, she also had concrete in her room?
Yeah, the floor was concrete.
Thank
I
There's
God.
presume
more
so.
questions than answers.
Well, because
Yeah.
it was in the basement, so
Why not go to her room?
her room was in the basement.
Okay, then go upstairs.
I don't want to bother her family.
Oh my God, just sleep in the living room. No one cares if you're just like, yeah, I fell asleep in the living room because there wasn't anywhere else to sleep. They're just gonna go, okay, just don't mess anything up.
Again, I have social anxiety, so
That's more
that
than
didn't happen.
social anxiety.
So do I.
That's social ineptitude. That's what that is.
That's the thing is like I have such bad social anxiety that I can't do some random shit. Like I went to a play at Marion and I had used the
Thank you.
bathroom and when I wanted to come back I was too afraid to bother people and
What? So you just
go
stood
back in, so I just stood in the hall.
Wait. You didn't want to bother people by opening a door
Yeah,
to
because it was in the
get
gym.
back to where you needed to be.
Exactly.
So
It
your
was in
brilliant idea was I'm going to wait outside and just listen in and maybe piece the parts together. God only knows.
Yeah, it was a mess.
When was this?
Uh when did the it was like the what
Oh
play was
no.
it? It was
I
the
think it was
one
this year.
no, it wasn't this year, it was like last year, I think.
Are you kidding me?
So even worse.
No,
You
no,
were
I
you
also
were a
went to a
senior, Emily.
I went
Nobody's
to a
going.
no, I went to a play at IU and I went to the bathroom and I was too afraid to come back in because they were doing it on stage, like you were sitting on stage because it was a lot smaller. And so to get back to my seat, I had to walk behind where they were acting, and I was too afraid, and I legit had a panic anxiety attack in the cafeteria at IU.
You were in the shitter, just going, "Oh God, anything,
I
anything
legit
but
no.
this."
If there was because there's a security camera, and I always joke to myself now that the person, if they were watching, thought I was insane because I was legit pacing back and forth, and I was like repeating to myself, like
You probably
I'm
looked
insane.
insane from
Oh
their
yeah.
You
perspective. They were
probably
probably
are
just like, "Oh
insane.
God, this person is not mentally fit to do anything. Oh, I'm going to die in here." Like that's probably what they were thinking.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I was struggling.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, panic attacks are annoying and just they aren't fun. I know I've been through a panic attack. at least once before, so I mean, I know what it's like. Don't get me wrong.
My brother had a panic attack in like 5th grade, I think. And so I was in crud, 7th grade, I think, yeah. And so I actually had to help him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One time he had a panic attack during school and he hid under the bench and one of the teachers found him and took him to the office.
It's a good thing they found him.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, people that have panic attacks, it's like I do it's not fun, especially if you have them regularly, because
Yeah,
if you have them regularly, that really sucks.
yeah, my brother's panic attacks were set off by just because the classroom was too loud. The class was too loud.
Yeah. I mean, there's there is a lot, but yeah, I don't know. Panic attacks aren't
Mhm.
yeah, no. They're just a thing that you have to deal with. And if
Yeah, I mean,
like
it sucks, but
if you're lucky, they're just like they're situational and they're random and stuff like that. Like if that's the case and it's just like you don't need medicine for it, like that's fine. But if they are regular, like I really am sorry.
Yeah.
I've only had a few because I don't know if I've ever had a. I think I've had one panic attack, but I've had a lot more anxiety attacks. Those are the ones that normally get me. And that's mainly because I am just panicking on the fact of like, oh, I don't want to bother these people. Um, so I just trying to tell myself, oh, it's fine, but you're gonna bother them and do all that jazz.
But at
It's
the
a
same,
mess.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a whole thing. What do you think, Max?
I don't think I've really ever had a panic attack. Maybe not even anxiety attacks. I don't know. Honestly,
Welcome back.
so I can't really say anything about them.
Yeah.
Ava, have you had a panic attack and or anxiety attack before?
Yep, had both.
What's your thought on them?
Yeah, there's
That they suck, and for me, I can't necessarily. I can control it. Yes. No. No. They affect me through the rest of the day,
yeah.
and
If
that
you're
they really, and
if
that
you're
they really my day. It got so bad to the point where I was like getting nervous about everything.
yeah, I mean, if you're lucky, it happens at night and you're about to go to sleep, like it happened with me. But
No,
other
not
than that,
I will let me go to bed.
I've had that the one a panic attack I had was right before I was like laying down. That's the thing with like anxiety attacks, you know the source, but the panic attacks you don't. So you don't know why you're freaking out.
Oh no,
While
sometimes
you're
you do. Like for my brother, it was loud noise. He knew it because sometimes you do know about the panic attack going off. Like for my brother, for example, it was always because of the noise, and so he'd try to find a quiet place.
Wouldn't that be anxiety then?
Yeah, I feel like
No,
that's more of a because what I've
We went
learned from
over it
him.
in like
no, it was no his classmates were talking too loud, and it triggered a panic attack.
But wouldn't that be technically anxiety? Because I
No,
think the literal definition for panic attack, since we took it in Sister Marie's class, is like you don't know the source.
Yeah, it's just a random spur that you get.
no, he does not have anxiety.
there can be
Well,
certain things that cause it, but yes, for the most part, they can be random.
Yes.
Are
I'm
they
not saying
used
they can't be
interchangeably?
random. I
Uh,
don't.
I don't think you should use them interchangeably.
Just
Yeah.
for safety, I probably would just look at it and just go, yeah, no, it's probably bad if I use these.
So is it every time that your brother has it?
Not now. It used to be when he was younger.
So is it like unexpectedly?
I guess so.
Because panic attacks are currently frequent and unexpected are often not related to an external threat.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is it happened often when the class got too loud.
I would describe them more as an anxiety attack.
Except he didn't
Yeah.
have anxiety.
Does your
Well,
brother
that's-
have
here.
epilepsy or like seizures?
No.
Okay, never mind. It's
let me
not an
see.
auditory problem.
Hold on, let me switch it. Hold on. So does he get worried or something? So he tries to avoid the situation, right? When they occur,
Yes.
right? That's anxiety.
Well, no.
These
No.
panic attacks may hold on. Anxiety attacks, sorry. These anxiety attacks may lead to worrying about them happening again or avoiding the situation in which they
No.
occur.
He doesn't avoid the so when it happens when it gets too loud, because
Isn't that avoiding?
I think what happened was because I know he had an ear infection, so he had to get tubes.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I think that's the reason why he got panic attacks was because of that. But he doesn't avoid the situation. It's just when the situation happens and he needs to calm down, he tries to get out of the situation.
Isn't that avoiding though? Technically, because
No. Avoiding a situation means you actively look for the situation and then don't steer towards it.
hold on.
Like avoiding something is different than trying to get being in the situation and removing yourself from the situation.
But like I wasn't like with my like the theater things. I wasn't nervous like going in beforehand.
Well, yeah, but it was like I don't want to bother anybody by opening a door. That's the part that makes no sense. Like it makes more
Well,
sense with the IU thing, but like I don't.
well
I
because
don't.
the thing well
It's
the
like-
thing at cuz well the thing is cuz it was in the gym and all the seats were up near the stage.
Okay.
And so to
Everybody's
get back
focusing
to
at
your
the stage.
well that's it. Well, just to get back to the stage, you'd have to number one open those those big double doors, but then walk all the way back to your seat and like you could hear people walking and the doors shutting and closing whenever someone went through. And so
Like-
that always freaked me out of like I don't want to bother the people who are performing with my noise. So
Like I have a panic attack when I'm so sorry, midnight. Like I have a panic attack without an identifiable trigger. Like
Yeah,
that's what a panic attack
that can
is.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it mostly is though. So for me,
I think if there is a trigger, it's anxiety. If there isn't, it's just panic.
yeah.
I think that's the
like
difference.
we took except those are the two differences because me and Emily both took Vocations of Women and she went over that.
she talked about the differences and things.
Yeah. One of them was knowing the trigger and one of them wasn't knowing the trigger.
Our
Anxiety,
religion teacher did not teach us anything. He taught us
Like-
C.S. Lewis. End of list.
Like,
Mm,
I already know what my anxiety is,
mhm.
but when a panic attack happens for me, I can't stop it. It doesn't matter that I try to calm myself down through music or even try calling you guys. It does not end for me.
Mhm.
It doesn't
But-
matter how hard I try, it's always there.
I usually
That's
trust
why
my
I
mom.
hate my panic attacks.
I usually trust my mom when she says stuff for like medical stuff because she actively researches the topics.
Mm-hmm.
And so like so I guess it I guess it really depends if like because I remember ADD and ADHD used to be two separate things, but now they're the same thing under ADHD.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
I thought they were still classified as two different things.
No. They're classified under ADHD now. It's just either you have attention deficit disorder or you either have one or the other. You either have the hyperactive part of it or you don't.
Mm.
It's now classified under just ADHD now.
Mm. Oddly enough, whenever you look up ADD, it always tries to recorrect you to ADHD.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
ADD is a thing. It's just HD is the higher definition version.
Yeah.
It's more common, I
Did
guess.
you just
to-
say the hired? Wait. Wait.
He's not wrong though.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
ADHD when 84K walks in. Man.
This is like because I
That's a
think
lot
all
of
my
attention deficit.
I think all
4,000 of
my
them.
all my anxiety attacks have dealt with my social anxiety. That's the main thing. The
Which-
panic attack, I don't remember what the fuck happened. Like, I just
Noth-
remember
nothing
laying
bad.
in bed.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just
laying
random.
in bed and I was shaking to the point where I couldn't fall asleep. And I was on the phone with Ava, I'm pretty sure, because she was trying to help me calm the fuck down, and
Wait,
I don't know
wait.
what the hell was wrong with
You
me.
were just shaking and you couldn't fall asleep.
Like my mind was just completely just lost and
That sounds like schizophrenia to me.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you were cold. You should have put on the heat.
no, it wasn't
Was
the fact
this
that I
in
was
winter?
cold. No, I don't remember. It wasn't that I was cold. It's just that
Emily
my
just needed a
body.
blanket.
No, I
Yep,
had
all
a
fixed.
blanket.
Mhm.
I had a blanket. The fact though
Get
is that
another
like
one. It's not working.
like I just because I would get myself to like it was just a mess. My breathing was all over the fucking place. Like
Yeah. Like,
it was a mess.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, panic attack, like all these mental disorders. Oddly enough, Max, we started with mental disorders, and I think we're probably gonna end with mental disorders. So if you do want to take us away and end us off, Max.
Max,
Uh
Yeah, what?
oh.
end us off.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for this listening to this amazing podcast. I do appreciate it. Thank you for coming here and participating. And we will be back next week. So thank you
Yeah.
and have a good day.
Bye.